All right, guys, we're going to be starting here shortly. Welcome in if you're just tuning in with us. It's going to be another great week. All right, guys, we're going to be starting. Jeremy should be popping in here shortly. He just popped in. There's my guy.
Yo, sorry. Golf took a little longer than expected. I had to hurry up back. My fault.
You were golfing. Did you at least do good?
Yeah, it was fucking beautiful. I couldn't miss it up. Neighbor hit me up. But I'm on. Let's go.
Can you hear the music at all?
No, I can't hear it at all.
All right. So this whole time I've been thinking that everyone's been hearing this music. It's just been me.
Yeah, it's just you for sure.
Damn, that's awkward because I've just been sitting here in silence.
Take them out real quick. Hey, Ryan. Got the quote.
Wow. Well, guys, I'm going to let that just play in the background. It might glitch out. Who knows? Or get this show started. We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, got a big tournament coming up.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Welcome, everyone, to this week's show of the Comish podcast, the Midwest Elite Showdown Week. It has been a lot of speculation with this. There's been a lot going on. We got some pretty cool stuff that we made some partnership with and some more. Jeremy, we haven't had a show in a week and a half or so?
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks. It's been kind of quiet. Summertime is kind of one of those quieter times for flag football. I believe you still have a couple of teams. It's been actually kind of fun watching some of the games lately. So, I mean, it's not been quiet, but usually around this time it's a little quieter flag football wise. But, man, the Northfield Open has been kind of crazy. It's been seeing some good teams here, New Wave with a couple of new additions here, and Phantoms with some new additions, and actually playing in summer, which is, I think, helping them. And for this tournament coming up, it's really going to help them as well because they've been playing together. So it's going to be a good tournament. It's been some good games lately. Even Northfield Rec has been some good games. So all in all, some good games, summertime, and I can't wait to look towards this tournament and see what 5-man has for us as well.
Yeah, I mean, the whole goal of everything is, keep growing 5-man. Unfortunately, the beginning start to 5-man has not gone the way everyone kind of hoped within Chicago. So I think this tournament is going to be that big opportunity, and definitely see, how we can keep moving in that direction. I think, co-ed and then playground coming on, which we're going to talk about in just a few minutes, as well as men's contact. For a competitive tournament, there's not that many teams, but I think it's going to be awesome out there, honestly. It's going to be a total, vibe. Georgios pizzas are going to be out there. You can get some deep dish at the field, which...
Yeah, shout out to Danny. That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
And then, you have you'll have some opportunities to buy some merch as well. You got the elite flags. You're going to have their guys out there with some flags. And then we do have the youth just down the little path going on as well. So it's going to be a fun weekend. It's going to be... Overall, we're excited. The matchups, no one kind of expected some of these matchups, and it's going to be pretty interesting to see, especially in 8. But before we get to 8s and go all that, let's get right into setting these games so people can find out their game times.
Absolutely.
Let's get right into it. So let me pull up the first division we're going to do. Give me 1 second. There we go. All right. Let's get it started with our men's. Technology.
There they go. Here we go.
Which one is this? We're going to go with whatever. All right. So it looks like we're actually going to do playground first. We're going to do playground.
Co-ed, correct?
No, this is playground. Women's playground.
Women's playground. Okay.
All right. So the first team we're gonna have a matchup going. This is the playground times are at this is the first game at 4 o'clock on field two. This is for playground, 4 o'clock at field two.
Why is that going so slow?
Because I didn't click it yet.
Oh fuck, man! What clicked this?
All right, so the first team is going to be movement. And then they're going to be playing against Team NFE right off the bat. All right. So movement will play at 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. So they'll play on on field two at 4 p.m. and then field five at 1 p. Field one at 5 p.m. And then NFE will play at 4:30 and 4. And then we go here. The next we got Shiesty. Shiesty will play at 4:30 on field one, as well as 5 o'clock on field one. And I'll put the screen up in a second once we have everyone in there from that division. And then Ryan, we had 5. All right, and then we have Swift. Swift is going to be at 4:30 on field two and 5 o'clock on field two. So Swift will play NFE at 4:30. And then you have Dragon Bells. Bellies. I said that wrong. Didn't fit on there.
Dragon Bells. That's what's it.
Bellez.
Okay.
So they play on field two at 5 o'clock, and then they also play at field one at 4:30. And so let me switch the screens out.
Got an all-day event on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Can you see that on there?
Yeah.
All right, guys. That will be the matchups for Playground. And we're going to put this out as soon as we're done here after the show, too, guys. Bear with me a little bit. It's a process with the live draft.
One.
All right, next one. There's a lot of clicking. I got to go for this. That's the problem. All right. We're actually going to go co-ed. We're going to go co-ed on this one. Co-ed is our later games at 7 to championship is at 8:30.
Jesus Christ.
So the first teams to play Dragon D's Balls is placed at field one
I'm guessing this is a branch off of Dragon Bells.
Yes.
Okay.
So they'll play at Field 1 at 7 and 7:30. Next, we got Streets is Calling. So they will play Streets is Calling at 7.
Streets is calling.
And then they're going to be play as well on Field 2 at 7:30.
Thanks, Chach.
What I do? The
You
hat.
didn't do anything. He's talking about
And then we got TC
He's good.
United. TC United. And then we know who they play. They play NFE. So TC United will be on Field 2 at 7 and 7:30. And then NFE will play at 7 and 7:30. So I'll show that in a second.
Yeah, I'll be in the tournament, Gronk.
So that's what it's going to look like at Field 9 at that time. And we'll crown our champions. And then for our men's division, let's see who we got there. Last but not least.
We're going to walk through all the schedules as soon as we're done. We'll go through them all. Right, Giuseppe? I don't want to jump the gun. Sorry.
No, you're right.
Yeah, we're gonna as soon as we're done with all of them, we'll go back over all of them.
It's just a little bit of a process with the live selection. All right. So then the first matchup we're going to have is OTF. And who's OTF in the elite.
Ooh. Was this pool play?
Yeah. And then, of course, you got FYF and NFE.
Nice.
And then you got OTF stays on Field 1. And so does and FYF stays on Field 2. So then you got NFE versus OTF, and you got the elite versus FYF. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull up right now, and we're going to walk back through all this. All right. Is that better?
Yeah.
Should I do one more? Okay. So we're going to start off the way we kind of went with it, right? So let's start. We're going to go from here, the fives, and then we'll work our way down from the day.
Yeah.
So 5-man contact starts off the day at 2 o'clock. We're setting up 2 fields, kind of how we did last year. They're from the side to side with the sidelines and then the end zones on the outsides. It worked great last year. Everyone kind of had everyone had a lot of space. Everyone had a really good time. You have enough room to put up your tents. You have enough room to kind of chill out. Prime will be kind of walking around throughout the day. They're the official drink of the tournament. So they'll be out there. You have opportunities with that, as well as Georgios Pizza is going to be out there, and then you have the concession stands too. We're going to be live streaming majority of the games. We're probably, as long as stuff doesn't overheat or anything, we should be live on both of these fields for the whole fives. Um, Cisco's going to be there. He's going to be working on his stuff. So all the media is going to be there. So make sure to tune in with them. But we're talking about the first games we got is the 5 minutes contact. You got 2 p.m. You got OTF versus the Elite, and then NFE versus FYF, and then you got at 2:30 OTF versus NFE, and then the Elite versus FYF. Then we go into single elimination, where the one plays 4 and the 2 plays 3, and then championship will be at 3:30. Um, yeah, I mean those are some pretty good matchups.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
I think it's kind of a toss up to see who's kind of
OTF
the
and the Elite first game is a game of the last 5 man tournament we had. That was the championship game. And
yeah.
OTF came out on top with a good game. So that's right off the bat, you got a very, very good game right there. So, yeah, no, you got some good teams there. FYF, NFE, that's going to be a game that I think is going to be a good game too. Like I said, I think they're all going to be good games in that 5 man contact. It's going to be fun to see to start off that 5 man.
Yeah, and then for the playground, we're going to start at 4 o'clock. Um, Field one is going to be empty that first 30 minutes, just in case the championship game goes to overtime or anything. Leave some
Makes
space
sense.
there. But we have that one kind of odd hour anyway, so that's why we have the one start off at 2 o'clock, and at 4 o'clock on field two, for movement, and then NFE play there, and then at 4:30 you got Swift versus NFE on field two, and then you got field one kicks off with Dragon Bells, and then Shiesty, and then Shiesty plays again at 5 o'clock versus Movement, and then you got Dragging These Balls versus Swift on field two. Uh, like I said, field one is the prime field, so that's the one we're gonna be like the main championships are all gonna be on. At 5:30, you got the first round. You got 4 versus 5 and 2 versus 3. Winner of 4 versus 5 plays one versus winner of 4 versus 5, and then the championship follows. Um, it kind of speaks for that one. Teams are going to be able to warm up for co-ed on field two during this time, and we do have field space at the end of the field. If you've been at Schaumburg when we've housed 5 man, we leave space open for you guys to warm up and stretch and everything. So you definitely have plenty of space there. And then we're going to get into the co-ed schedule. Co-ed, you got start at 7 o'clock. You got Dragon D's Balls and Streets is Calling at 7 and field one. And then on field two, you got TC United versus NFE. NFE then hops over the field one, plays Dragon D's Balls, and then field two is Streets is Calling and TC United. So TC United and Dragon D's Balls all don't have to move. And then it's the same style as 5v5 contact. You got at 8 o'clock, you got 1 versus 4 and 2 versus 3, and then the championship at 8:30. Now, remind everyone, if you can get there at least a little bit early. I know a lot of you guys are warming up anyways, but let's just make sure one, we're being kind of aware of like our surroundings, and two, just have a good time out there. Set up your areas. Pretty much after eights for fives. I only ask that you kind of stay away from like putting all your stuff like by the end zones, for the active 5 man fields, because there was a couple close ones last year, and there's plenty of space between the two fields as well for people to kind of stand to. So it's going to be great out there, guys. We're going to have a great time. The lights are great. If you're going to go to the field, park near the basketball courts. That path right by the skate park will lead you right to field 9. That's where
Is there
everything.
anything else going on that weekend? Do you know?
We have our youth tournament going on.
So they're
There's
going to be
not.
down the way.
So do you know how field 9 is in that little path to the right?
Yeah.
Not the path towards you. So if you go down there, field 8 will have the youth. They're just a little bit stretch away, that we're hosting only on Saturday. And then you got field 1 we're also going to be using too. So let's talk about, just the tournament in general, what we kind of expect, right? So there's going to be some stuff
Football.
going on. Yeah, football, right? There's going to be some stuff going on around and about. We kind of made it so you really don't have to leave if you don't want to. Uh, there's concessions open. There's actual restrooms you can go to. There is a porta potty right by the field if you really want to use a porta potty. But the actual bathrooms are not that far down the way. It's maybe like a 5 minute like walk. Not even you can see them from where you're at. If you have never been to Field Nine, uh, it's a nice turf field, and you can kind of see it actually in the photo below. So I mean, Jeremy, you've been to the Olympic many times. Any opinions for people going out there?
Get there early. That's I mean, last time we went, there was another. I think there was soccer going and softball. The last time we were there, so it was packed. Not sure if there is anything going on, if there's any softball or baseball going on at the same time. But if
Yeah,
there is, then you might want to get there early because parking does fill up pretty fast. But like you said, with the concessions, it's a little bit of a walk from one of the fields, but not too bad, especially if you're there all day. Like you said, we have Danny with the pizzas that are going to be out there. So there's definitely going to be concessions. There's a bathroom. There's,
well, if you're at Field One,
parking
you're right
space.
next to. If you're in D3 at Field One, you're right next to the bathrooms and the
Yeah.
concessions.
And there's a
So
park for kids too, so right there by the concessions.
yeah,
But yeah, other than that, just get there early. That'd be my
and they did set up. There is now like kind of canopies at the fields where you can kind of get out some shade. Um, like I said, we're going to be out there with the Prime as well. They'll be out there, hopefully the coolers and all of that. So the tournament is only on July 13th. Yes,
yeah. I was
uh,
just saying it
only
is.
8 man is on the 14th. Uh, on the you guys got to remember though, like we had this whole complex booked out, so there's really nothing else going on the football fields on Saturday. I know some soccer picked up some of the middle fields over there on Sunday, but we should. There's really nothing that's going to be until way after us and
Yeah. So
everything.
Sunday
So
is just 8 man, right? Finishing up 8 man.
yeah, so Saturday I'll be on. There's only two softball fields, and there's only a couple games here and there. So the parking lot should be pretty open. I'll be honest with you. Um, so you guys shouldn't have a problem there, since we did have the whole place kind of reserved. So there wasn't really anything that went onto it. Church. Let's talk about that 8 man, man. That is going to be some games.
Yes, those are some good games in the Open and in D3.
Well, let's look at that real quick. So D3, you got Next Level and Reapers with a little slide by. And then you got FAMU and Rumple Pigs. I think this is definitely going to test Rumple Pigs here. Wouldn't you think?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. Son's making
No,
something back over there. Fucking let it beat 4 times. Yeah, absolutely. This contact Next Level and Reapers with the bye. I mean, I can see why they've been some hot teams. Reapers is kind of an elite team, dropping down to play contact D3 when all the other elite teams are up and open. Perfectly fine. They're trying to find themselves too. So good. Next Level. It's good to see them in there and ready to take on some. Now, Alphas, this is a kind of a big, not question mark for me, just a big storyline I see in this one. I think Alphas is going to surprise a lot of teams here. Starting out with Warriors. Should be a very good game because Warriors is a team that's been putting it together and trying to definitely fight through some of the rough times they've had. So that's going to be a good game. Starting off there too. FAMU and Rumple Pigs. Rumple Pigs have been a surprise team in rec this year. Fell a little bit short playoff wise. And then FAMU, where are they from?
Cleveland.
So from Cleveland, I'm not exactly sure about them, but a team that's traveling, so you got to give it to them a little bit to see that they're coming out here from Cleveland. So they got to put something together. Let's kind of see what that game does. I'm not sure who I'm going to pick there because, like I said, Rumple picks a newer team, and then FAMU I'm not sure about. Alphas Warriors, that game I think is going to be a very good game. I do have Alphas coming out on top because, like I said, I feel like in TFL they've been really putting it together. So I feel like they're a team that's going to be to watch this weekend.
No,
What do you
yeah,
think?
it's definitely, dude. I'm kind of don't know what to expect out of this grouping this year.
Okay.
This is not our normal kind of teams that we usually see together, right? Usually you see a little bit of this team, a little bit of this team. FAMU is a team that no one really knows about.
Yeah,
Where
Deshaun says fam have a lot of D1 players from Cleveland, young talent. So right there, kind of, I mean, putting it out there, got some young talent coming in. So now I'm kind of looking to watch that team, see what they can do here. He says D Lawson said fam, you gonna win. So hey, right there, you got some love coming here from the fans. So fam, let's see what you can do. Rumple Pigs, like I said, this is tournament ball. Let's see what you can
yeah,
do as
dude.
well.
And then Warriors is a combination of Warriors and Death Row. So that
Okay.
team to see against Alphas, and then it's like if we see a Memorial Day Alphas,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like who are we, which Alphas teams is going to show up, right? And then you got Next Level right there. Next Level has kind of been on that, you know, kind of rise. They're lurking, dude. They're
So
right
yeah,
there.
well, see now you got next level alphas. These are teams that's played each other, so kind of two teams that know each other too, which is going to be interesting to see if that's the kind of where it goes. And even Warriors with Death Row and Warriors seeing next level, still two teams that's seen next level. So it's going to be a good game. I don't think that's going to be a blowout right there. And then go to the Reapers, FAMU, or Rumple Pigs. From kind of what we're seeing, it looks like FAMU has
Hey,
kind of a backing. So maybe Reapers, FAMU should be a matchup to see right there.
yeah, that's definitely going to be one of the games to watch. Remember, now all these games are going to be on NF Flag Live. So if you're gonna, we're probably going to move that over to the NF Plus page, but as of right now, we're keeping it there. But Sydney, your question about the standings for ties, it will go to point differential um, when it comes to that. So time games, you can go 1-0-1, and then it goes to point differential. And then, of course, if a team has a loss, they're behind you. But before, sorry, Jeremy, I just want to answer that real quick.
No, absolutely. Go ahead. No, I'm reading some of the comments as well. D is really giving me kind of some info about FAMU here, and I hope everybody else is kind of paying attention here too. Looks like they're going to have some players here, so FAMU might be one of those teams really, and I'm going to kind of circle them here in my book and kind of keep an eye on them. Like I said, I feel like this bracket is going to be maybe some upsets. I would like to see what kind of the fans think and what they think about the contact D3 here, because
I
like
think it's going to be interesting.
yeah,
I
I
mean,
do.
here's
I
the
don't have
thing.
no clear winner.
I don't have like I don't know who will come out, but I just know that these are going to be
Kobe,
some
I got one.
good games.
Hit me up, Kobe.
Kobe, I need one.
No,
Scream
don't.
NFE. Yeah, NFE. What's up?
Frank
But
got Reapers. So Frank here's here. Frank got Reapers here. Frank, I mean, if you want to
hey,
chime in a little
do you
bit,
think Meta Militia has joined up with Reapers a little bit? Oh, I could
maybe
see
to
that.
help them out. I'm not sure. Like I said, I know Reapers is really trying to put it together. I know they've lost some players here that we've heard through the grapevine, and so we'll see what they do here and how they step up from losing some of these players and some big players, I believe, that's going to help out Phantoms. But like I said, this is wide open to me. I'm circling FAMU here because of some of the comments I'm seeing. I got
Well,
alphas in my back pocket because I think alphas have been putting together some good games and some good tape over here in TFL. And like I said, they're a team to look forward to. Next level again, you can't pass up next level here because they've been killing teams. Teams been overlooking them and they've been just putting them away. So and Rumple Pigs again. If we go back to what they have a veteran led team that's of young athletes, but the leaders, kind of the guys who are talking behind the scenes, are veterans. So we'll see how it all plays out. I'm very interested to see these games, and to see where it goes.
no, definitely, man. Let's talk about the elite. I'm messing with this damn screen, man. Let's talk about the not the elite, but the elite showdown.
The Elite Showdown, 6K.
So let's talk about it. The team, we have two more teams in this tournament than we did last year. We have Up Top, who's a newcomer, and then you got Spartan, who's a newcomer to this as well. And you got Raiders, who showed up last year, almost won it all, and lost to Phantoms. Now, Raiders and Phantoms can see each other once again in the semifinals. And then that's going to be the same process.
Yeah.
Now, I think Raiders have some revenge. I think they're the team. I'm not dissing any of our teams, but I think Raiders have some comeback to it. They were hot after they left last year. They wanted that shit. It was a really good freaking game. I know that they're going to come hot. I mean, let's be real.
You know what
I
I
mean,
gotta say? I know you got Spartans that are new. Up top. I think I've heard of up top before, so they don't seem too new, but probably new for open. Did they play D3 before or something?
I'm not so
Oh,
sure.
okay. What about Spartans? Where are they from? Because the other teams I know
They're
about.
No, they're both D2 teams.
Okay, so Up Top and Spartans are a team, and like I said, 4TF, New Wave, VGs, same kind of boat there. And then you have the pros that's been playing pros, Nationals, Phantoms, Hammer, and Raiders. These are going to be great games. I really true. I don't know about the Spartans New Wave game. I got New Wave coming out of that one, no matter what. That 4TF Raiders game, of course, I'll be playing in that game, so I cannot wait for that game. Raiders is a great team, like you said. They got some shit to prove over here.
I
And
mean, I'm curious to see who's going to show up at that 12 o'clock game in
well,
Philadelphia.
like I
Like,
said,
I'm going to be waiting there for these results, bro. I'm like, who is it?
who's it going to be, right? Because I'm telling you, fours are coming, just like every one of these teams. I don't expect any of these teams to really lay over for anybody. Every single team has added some additions. Pretty positive. I know about a few on some of these, but Raiders probably has some guys as well added. Up top and Spartans is probably as well. These games are going to be great. Starting off New Wave Spartans. Like I said, I got New Wave, 4TF Raiders. I ain't going against my team. I got 4TF pulling that one out, but it's going to be a great game. Windy City Hammer VGs. Let's kind of see what Hammer does. They've lost a couple. They've got a couple new guys. They're trying to put it together, and then you have a VGs team that's solid. So going to be a great game. I don't know what Hammer's pulling out, so I'm going to go with VGs. I feel like they're going to show up. And then you have Phantoms up top. Phantoms has been putting together a team right now. They've been adding some pieces. Tony has been fucking GM of the year. Hats off to him. But like I said, I think you have some tight races with this GM spot because I believe 4TF and New Wave has added some very good players as well too. So, but hats off to him. Like I said, I feel like they're going to beat up top. So then you have a Phantoms VGs matchup. And in my eyes, a 4TF New Wave, or if a lot of people can say Raiders New Wave.
So what I'm kind of looking at too, you know what I'm also looking at? If you look at the matchups we got that first round, where do they land? Who loses? You know what I mean? You look at that, you can have so like it can really get like say up top upsets
Sunday morning you're talking about?
Yeah, say if an upset happens, some crazy shit can go down, and some teams can get eliminated quick. Phantoms are holding that out. Phantoms have been kind of just doing what they're doing. I don't know how they're in game mode. I don't really know how to express that. Up top, I look at his page and everything. So I don't know what up top. I don't know like what they're going to bring to the table. But everything I've seen, it looks like they're a team of multiple skills, and they might be some quick moving spread type of feel, almost like VGs. Is the vibe I got.
To be very honest with you, a 9 a.m. game and a 10 a.m. against a team that you're not really sure who they are could be a surprise. You never know what could happen. I believe that everyone's going to be ready. I think everyone's kind of looking forward to this tournament. I know a lot of the teams in Chicago Elite have definitely been looking for this tournament to kind of put their mark out there for Chicago football-wise because of all the moving and additions that's been made. People want to kind of put their stamp on this. I know 4TF wants to put their name out there. Phantoms wants to put their name out there. Shout out to the jerseys. I believe those are fucking fire. So congratulations, finally getting it right there. And New Wave, again, too, has been solid and been putting together a team there and have added some very, very strong pieces. Great games. These teams are ready. I believe Raiders, like you said, want to prove something, so they're coming in, firing. And Hammer they're trying to put it together. And like I said, and VGs are just a team that's just pretty consistent. And consistency is key sometimes. So these are
I want to hear what people say also. Like, what are you guys thinking in this matter, right?
Well, BJ said those are ass jerseys. No, you got to give it to them. Those are nice. I do actually like them. I like it a lot better.
Yeah.
You got some people. Spartans from Cleveland. Okay, anything else?
Hey, do we have any Raiders in the comments that want to come on and say something? Or anyone from Spartans or any team that want to come on and say some
Raiders,
stuff?
there's a shot for Raiders. Wrestlers from Raiders. I'm going with my squad. Of course, like I said, I mean, you're gonna have guys. Anybody else? I don't expect anybody to go against their team that's on their team, but it's going to be some good games. Like I said, it's going to be a fun weekend. It looks like it's going to be a nice weekend too, right? We got some sun, no
Yes.
rain, right? Correct. As of right
Yeah.
now, knock on
Don't
wood.
jinx this shit, Jeremy.
Knock
I
on
haven't
wood.
talked about it at all for a reason.
Yeah.
Because it does say thunderstorms at night.
At night?
But at night. So I'm a little concerned about that.
In Chicago, it could change.
Let it stay at night.
I got OTF winning it all. Of course, why the fuck? Did you just go to them, Kobe? They hit you up in your inbox?
Well, no, we're going to be in the 80s, 90s. So make sure you stay hydrated. The only thing, guys, is if you bring out your tents and shit, just respect this stuff. Like, don't just leave it out there for trash. Like, you got to make sure you break it down because, respect the facility and have some fun. You can play your music. Music is allowed. Just play it at a respectable level. If we ask you to turn it down just because the game's getting chippy or whatever the case, we might have to. But we're all about having fun this weekend, guys, and having a good time. Reminder, if you're out and about in the facility or you're doing some extracurricular stuff, just be aware of surroundings, be smart. Red Solo cups,
Get sneaky.
that type of stuff. Basically, just they're cool. Just be cool with it. So just be smart. But it's going to be a great weekend. Like I said, there's going to be some youth down below. Put money on it. Cheddar, what team are you on? I don't know, Jer. It's going to be a crazy weekend. We're going to have some good football, good
It's
music.
an awesome weekend, man.
Hey,
I've been looking
I'm going to
forward
say
to
this right now. If you want to play, if anyone has some music, they want to play music, please. Everyone knows my DJ skills are mid-average, so I never do it. So I'm open to allow people to play music at the field. Just be smart about when you're passing on field 9 of the cameras. If you're not a actual league photographer or is allowed, all the rest will know who the photographers are. You cannot be on the field. You need to stay away from the team sidelines. Give them their space. There is a lot of money on the line. That basically said is let's play smart. Don't get the tournament kicked or anything like that for stupid actions. And if you do, we're gonna have to enforce some shit. I mean, that's basically it. We did last time, so we got to keep it the same, right, Jeremy?
That's right.
But Desmond, you pop it on here, bro. I know you said you might. It would be interesting to hear. I feel like a lot of people have been kind of quiet this week.
Cheddar Bob is crazy.
I don't even know who Cheddar Bob is.
It's Cheddar Bob, bro.
I know. I know what it's from.
Yeah, well.
Clown. Yeah. Clowning. All right, man. Well, it's been a great week. I mean, it's been a long
Want
week.
to talk about any other games? I know you got some rec games. Do you want to just flow through them real quick, or
You know what? Yes, we'll bring up some rec games.
flow through them real quick? Rec has been fun.
It's been a long week, guys. We're busting over here. All right, we got 8 a.m. We got Black Mambas and Metal Militia.
Ooh, see, that's a good game right there.
And then you got A-Town Spartans versus Wild Boys at 9. And then at 10 a.m. you got SOB versus Fallen Angels. At 11, you got
up, man.
Dude, SOB is killing it right now. They just put up 28 points.
Up top flag football, you tagging them.
Yeah.
So they got a page. There you go, fans.
No, dude, he
guys,
just
you know who up top is? Have you guys played them before?
4TP is winning the Open easily. But it's 4TP.
You
Oh, I
don't get
just
it.
got the no, I don't. And then you got Wolverines versus Venom at 12, and then you got Caught Looking versus Midwest Ducks at 1. Midwest Ducks had their win against Black Mambas, kept them 12-0
Hey,
this week.
what sucks is I like their jerseys, man. It's I haven't seen that kind of look, and Oregon does it all the time with their jerseys, so it's pretty cool that they kind of did it too over here. So I like the jerseys. Shout out for the jerseys.
They
They played
played.
the next levels this last night. Okay,
Well,
so they
they're
played
ranked.
U.S. whatever the other one is.
Well, they're ranked D. They're ranked D2 in UFFL, so it looks like they do a little bit of both.
Okay.
But it looks like they went over there. Dude, the rec games have been interesting lately. I know there were some issues with some of the film this past week, but I mean, you were there.
Yeah.
How was it?
It's all right. I want to see. Like I said, I want to see this SOB team. Who is that?
It's a branch off of Gremlins without the aggressors, according to them.
And who's the Columbus Ducks?
The Columbus Ducks?
Yeah.
Who the
Do they
what are you
have?
talking?
Chasha
You,
said
you mean
they.
the Midwest Ducks?
No, the Columbus Ducks. Is that who up top used to be? They used to be Columbus Ducks. I think that's who he's talking about.
Can you answer that question? You're there. Do you want to hop on up top? I know I asked you before. I don't know if you were going to be able to or not. I'll send you the link. We'd love to hear your insight. No?
Yeah, okay, so they are now up top. So we have seen the Ducks around. They've been a team that's played for a while, so it's going to be a nice, like I said, it's going to be a nice tournament. These teams are not just teams that are just jumping into open. These teams have played before, so it's going to be a good matchup.
I'm curious to see what the Mambas failed last week. Yeah, 12-0 against the other Ducks, our Ducks. That was a good game. All right, guys. I appreciate everyone coming on, saying your input. It's going to be a fun weekend. We got a lot in store. Have fun this weekend, guys. Please be smart, and I look forward to seeing everyone out there. Reminder, captains, we're going to be sending out a message as well. Rosters are all on paper, so you have to check in and get in your roster.
Yeah, Quan, would have been nice. Why didn't Meta Militia get in? Frank.
He wanted to play league play.
Up top, good luck to all teams. You as well, man.
That's the answer. All right, tuning out. See everyone at the field. We'll be live all day, so tune into our page. We'll probably mostly be on Facebook. We're going to be a little bit on TikTok here and there. We'll be on Facebook, though, all day. We'll be on some of the UFFL page as well. Good luck to everyone. Good luck to the rec teams this week, and we'll see everyone out at the field.